Allow me to explain Dagath's lore so you don't have to spend 24 hours building a fucking dojo room just to hear grandmother say it. In short, all of this could have been avoided if the Orkin weren't assholes, as usual. Also, interracial dating is bad? Question mark? So, an Orkin couple had a not-so-secret, forbidden poly relationship with a black Dax cavalry woman. Wait a second, that's a bit redundant. They're all black. Well, except for the ones that aren't in-game. DE, is there something you're trying to say? Anyway, an Orkin couple had a not-so-secret, forbidden poly relationship with the Dax cavalry woman. Mr. and Mrs. Dickbutt loved her very much and showered her with gifts. But they had this thing where they would never use her actual name, because the Orkin thought that names had power. Translation, naming things gives them validation and autonomy. I mean, God forbid they validate the black unicorn. Am I right? So yeah, the Dickbutts refused to call Dax Lady by her name. They had her as Bae or Booty Call on their contacts list. One day they gave her a horse, on the condition that she never name it. But in secret, she named the horse Twilight Sparkle. And just as Mr. and Mrs. Dickbutt feared, she started loving Twilight Sparkle. As one does. These blue bitches really saw a fucking pet as competition. So they arranged an accident to occur where Twilight gets impaled on a spike. Unfortunately, the Dax Lady was impaled as well. Talk about killing two birds with one stone. Or two unicorns with one spike. Mr. and Mrs. Dickbutt rushed to the brony but ignored the pony. They wanted to save her, but their options were limited. So, in desperation, they went to the Warframe maker Balls and pleaded with him to save their Dax fuck buddy by turning her into a Warframe so she could live forever. And so, ever the Joker, Balls did so by using what is clearly the flesh and bones of Twilight Sparkle. But she did live, and Balls gave her a pretty face with an eternal smile. Now, you'd expect the Dickbutts to do with her what we all wish we could do with Warframes, but they grew bored of her. And being a silent doll, Twilight Frame was awkward to be around, so the Dickbutts decided to have her yeeted by having a machine fire a laser straight through her fucking face. And Twilight Frame was swiftly disposed of. But on Nabarus, which is Warframe Halloween, she somehow came to, because space magic or something. She started piecing together her memories and yeeted the faces of Mr. and Mrs. Dickbutt. And then she fucked off somewhere. Legends about this Warframe grew. She would go around yeeting the faces of people who had no gift to offer her. And one Nabarus night, an old Oregon lady named Dagath happened upon her. She had nothing to give but her name, so the Warframe took the name Dagath, which means the mirror that accuses. In taking this name, she gained a purpose in showing people their sins while probably riding on Ghost Twilight. And in losing her name, the Oregon lady from then on would be called Grandmother. Yes, that grandmother. That's pretty much the story of Dagath.